time you go ahead and march it right. Give me a big inhale and a big exhale. And keep your march right here for 4, 3. Now just squat it down and up. So I have my bench out, but I'm literally only going to use it 2 times, and it's for front lunges. So you don't have to. I just like when I do front lunges doing it onto a bench. So it's totally up to you. I have 2 sets of weights, and since everything's going to be combination stuff, I'm going for 5s. When we do chest, I'm going to use my 3s, just so you know what's going on. 2 more. March it right. Here we go. Now make sure you got plenty of room. We're going to be doing front lunges, side lunges, and back lunges. Big inhale. And a big exhale, starting with the right leg. Alternator lunge front. Make sure you're stepping out far enough that knee is lining up over the ankles, not over the toes. Now, alternated lunge or a dip to the back, whichever you like to call it. 4 more, and then we'll start them to the side. After 2, now lunges to the side, sit into the hip, sit into the heel, back is flat, head stays up. Woo! And back to some squats. Down and up. Woo! And march it right. March it right. Stop your march. Turn your toes out. Retract your shoulders. Plies. Down. Press through your heels when you come up. Feel those inner thighs. 4, 3, there's 2, and march it wide. March it in, starting with the right leg, abduct right left. Lead with your heel, and don't open up your hip. Stay square to the front. Side bend, right, left. Pause in the middle. Warming up the waist. 4, 3. We're going to go back to the abducts after 2. Abducts, right and left. Right and left. Woo! Inner thighs, right, left. Nice and slow. I want that leg to come up. I don't want you bending over. And march it right. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Keep your march. Interlace your arms behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Get the chest. And release your arms. Stop your march. Cross the right leg over the left. And sit into it. Working on balance and getting the outer hip and thigh. Now if you can, without letting that foot touch the floor, make it a quad. Chest is up. Tummy's tight. Rock the hips forward. And you're going to feel it even more. Now release that foot behind you. Shift the weight and give me a hamstring. Once you've got the hamstring going, add a side shoulder stretch right here, please. Good job. Release the arm. Step together. Now cross the left over the right. Sit down in it. Feel your balance having to work there. Now if you can, don't let that foot touch. Reach back, chest up, rock the hips forward, And get that nice stretch for the quads. Now, release that foot. Shift your weight. Hamstring on the other side. Bring the arm across. Good job. Release the arm. Release the leg. March it right. Arms out to the side. Just press back with the thumbs. I want you to feel those biceps. Now bring the arms overhead. Cross both arms at the same time so that you are getting both triceps. And then release it. And keep your march. Alrighty, so we're gonna get into this. I'm going to have you alternate a front lunge. And then we're going to add one arm front, one arm side, and we'll alternate. So I'm going to squat and get my thighs. And we'll start with the lunges. Retract your shoulders, lunge right, left. Remember, step back so that when you're in the bottom of the lunge, your knee is lining up over your ankle. So you want the same arm in front as the leg that is in front, okay? Right arm and left arm. Right arm. Keep it alternating. Working the shoulders, keep a slight bend in the elbow. Working the legs. Here's 4, 3, 2, arms come down and march. Now I'm going to go to my lighter weight. We're going to alternate a dip with a chest press. So I keep my head above my heart and squat down. Retract your shoulders, hands on your hips and dip. Right and left. Arms are up. Football goal. Touch. Try to touch your elbows or your forearms. Squeeze the chest. Woo! Last 2. Arms come down and march. Woo! Alrighty. We're going to alternate a side lunge and we'll add an upright row. So I'm going back to my heavier weight and retract the shoulders, march it right. We'll get the legs going first, get your form, and then we'll add the shoulders. 4, 3, lunge right, left, sit into it, and then push off. Now, add the upright row. Elbows are out to the side. Now, don't bend your wrist. Four, 3. Arms come down and march. Woo! Alrighty. We're going to alternate a curtsy dip, and then we'll add biceps. Woo! Retract your shoulders. Hands on your hips for now. Stop your march. Curtsy dip, right leg, left leg. You can take your hands and put them by the sides now. Stay up on the back toe. Now curl. Curl. Stay up on that toe. 8, 7. Woo! 2. And arms come down and march it right. Woo! Now I'm going to keep this for the next little bit. March wide. Stop your march. Turn your toes out. Now your knee should be lined up over your ankle. Chest is up. You're not leaning forward. Plie. Whew. Pressing through those heels. Add a side shoulder raise. Bend in the elbow. Palms face the floor. If you need to alternate them, 8, 7, 4, 3. Arms come down. Now safely crawl it in heel to toe. Excuse me. Alrighty. We're going to be doing some abducts. Right and left. Right, left. Lead with your heel, not your toe. Woo! Right here at the ears. Same arm as leg. Press overhead. Palms face your ear. Stop at the ear. Don't go any lower. One reach arm and leg. Arms come down. And march right. We're just going to do side bends, just like in the warm-up. Right, center, left and center. Open up your legs. Knees are soft. Retract the shoulders. Suck the tummy in. Starting right. Here we go. Now the left. Four to go. 4, 2, and march. Woo. So you're going to give me a squat and then an overhead press. And we'll alternate them. If you want 2 weights, fine. If you want to drop one and just have one, then you can just hold it end to end. So, retract your shoulders. Squat, overhead. Squat, overhead press. Now, keep those elbows pointing in front. Arms are right at your ears. Sit back in those heels. Woo! 2 more. Last one. Arms come down and march. Step touch. So we're going to go through all those same legs, but we're going to put different arms with them. So we'll be doing an alternating front lunge, but we're going to add when you pick up your luggage. So, squat, if you need to clear some room. Retract the shoulders, march it right. Legs only, front lunge. Retract your shoulders, pick up that luggage. Drag right up by your sides right here. Think about your back, think about those lats. 4 to go. Last 2. Arms come down and march. Alright, we're going to alternate a dip to the back and then we'll add a kick back. So, know what weight you need. Legs only, right, left. Chest up. Elbows by the side. Kick it back. you can go straight back, or you can rotate the palm to be facing the ceiling at the top of the moon. Works a little deeper into those muscles. 2 to go. March it right. Woo! Alrighty. So we're going to alternate a side lunge. Woo! Kind of bad when you can't understand what you say. Alternate your lunge. Woo! Now this time, at your ears. Press. Press. Palms face forward. 4 to go. 4. 2. Arms come down and march. Woo! Now I'm going to squat and get my lighter weight because we're going back to chest. We're going to alternate a curtsy dip. It's going to cross one arm over the other. Actually, you can do it without any weight at all. Just really squeeze. Starting with the right leg, curtsy dip. Chest up. Cross one elbow over the other. Four, 3, and arms come down and march. So we'll do a plie. This time, we're going to add hammer curls. I'm squatting to get my thighs. Knees and toes are out. Chest is up. Plie. Woo! Retract your shoulders. Curl. Curl. Weights in your heels. Make sure you're not leaning forwards. 4, 3, 2. Arms come down. Crawl it in safely. And march. Alrighty, so we're going to squat right, squat left, and we're going to add a double lat row. After this, I'll cool you down, and we'll finish on the mat. 4, 3, just the legs, squat right, left. Now this is a squat. Your toes stay forward. Woo! Squeeze the back. Squeeze the back. Squeeze those shoulder blades. 4, 3. Arms come down and march. Squat. Release your weights. Step touch. Woo! So I'm going to bring your heart rate down a little bit so we can finish on the mat. Big inhale. March it right. Step touch, up 2, back 2. Up 2, back 2. Now inhale coming up. Exhale going back. In, out. And march it right. Woo. Now right here, little squats. Little ones. Get my heart rate down. 4. Step touch left, right. Just side to side for now. Big inhale. Up 2, back 2, left. Go back lift. Inhale coming up. Exhale coming back. Up. Woo! One more up and back. March it left. Woo! Alrighty. So I hope you feel like your heart rate has come down some. We're gonna do some glutes and some abdominals. So if you need to, grab a sip of water, wipe sweat, whatever you need to do. I'm gonna turn this down. Whew, and then I need a sip. Alrighty, so you know my affinity for starting in a V-sit, because that keeps your head above your heart, and it helps you get that heart rate down. So, fingertips are pointing towards your bottom, and your elbows are close together. They're not out to the side. You're in a V-sit. Now, we're gonna scissor our legs, but I want it to be a long lever. Long lever. Abs are tight. Point your toes. Last 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and legs come down. Woo, good deal. Alrighty, come to one side. Does not matter which. We're gonna do a side plank. Now remember, whenever you do planks, you can always just do a modified. We're gonna add abducting the top leg. But you can still do that from the modified, okay? You're just gonna abduct. So now here's the deal. Don't open up the hip. I want you keeping these hips stacked. So I'm gonna do it from the modified. Here we go. Heel to the ceiling, tap the toe. You should be feeling it right here. Tummy tight. 2 to go. Awesome, take a break. Alrighty. If you did it in a full plank, you did it in a modified, whatever you did, you gotta do it over here now. And here we go. 8, 7, abs are tight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, that really keeps you from using momentum. Woo! Alrighty, come on over onto your back. Woo! So we're gonna crunch up, and then your legs are gonna go wide and cross, wide and cross. So for now, upper body crunch. Exhale every time you come up. Now flex your feet. Keep the crunches going. Add the legs. Wide, cross, wide, cross. Flex the heels. Abs are tight. Low back stays pressed into the mat. 4, 3, and last one. Awesome. Take a little rest. You can hug your knees if you like. Whew. Alrighty. Come into a regular plank, which can be a modified. And all we're gonna do with the right leg, so let me turn this way. Whew. We're gonna do a long lever fire hydrant. You know, a fire hydrant, your leg's up to the side, but we're gonna do it with a long leg. So it'll be heel up, tap the toe, heel up, and tap the toe. And I think we've lost our music. Yes, we have. So we'll start it over. Alrighty. So if you need to be on your forearms, you can. But all you're going to do is leg straight out to the side. Now notice it's not open. Hip is closed. So it's heel to the ceiling, and then you're gonna tap the toe. So retract your shoulders. Here we go. Lift, heel, tap the toe, heel, tap the toe, heel, tap the toe. Two more. Last one. Good job. Now, if you need to, take a little stretch. Probably going to feel good right about now. Because you know we got to do 12 on the other side. Woo! Alrighty. Straight out to the side. Toe is pointing downward. Heel is toward the ceiling. Retract your shoulders. Abs are tight. Here we go. 12, 11, heel, toe, heel, toe. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Woo! Sit in those hips. Stretch it back out. Woo! Those bad boys are talking, aren't they? Woo! Alrighty. Back to all fours. Now this time it's going to be a long lever glute. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders and your toe is pointing toward the floor. Heel is toward the ceiling. Retract those shoulders. Here we go. Heel, toe. If you need to be on your forearms, feel free to. If you only can come up an inch, just come up an inch. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2. Take a little break. Sit into the hips. And other side. Alrighty, we got to do 12 on the other side. I'm just turning so that my active leg will be toward the camera. So, get the toe right at 12, the heel at 6. Retract those shoulders. Here we go. Heel, toe, heel. Squeeze those glutes. Abs are tight, head stays above the heart. Four to go. 4. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Sit into it. Other side. Alrighty, guys. Last thing before we finish stretching. I always like to end with the low back. You know, because we did the lat thingies. So that got your upper back. We're going to get that lower back. So we're going to go swimming. Woo! Palms face the floor. Head is neutral. And let's just start by swimming the legs. Now, if you don't have any lower back trouble, you can add the arms. Last 8, 7, 4, 3, and take a break. Bring that right arm in front, reach back, get a quad stretch. Woo! Keep that head above the heart. Good job. Now release it. Other arm comes in front for counterbalance. And then reach back and get the other leg. Get a good quad stretch. And then release it. Both arms in front. Retract those shoulders. Rock your hips forward and look up at the ceiling. Feel that stretch in your abdominals. Really look up straight above your head. Good job. And then just come to one side and push yourself up. Woo! Now, we're going to go into a pigeon. So your right leg is in front. It's away from your pelvis. Hands come in front. And then this back leg goes straight back and goes sideways. Now, it's all about this hip. So I want to rotate so like my shoestrings are touching the mat. Now, you can stay right here with your arms up, and you should be feeling a stretch over here on this other side over here. Or you can come all the way down. Now, the more the leg that's back, the more I bring that hip toward the mat, the more I feel it in this other hip. Woo! This is one of the best stretches that you can do for your outer hip and thigh area. Woo! I'm feeling it. Good job. Now, release it. This time, the left leg is in front and the right leg is back. So remember, I can even do it from here, but the more I rotate this hip toward the mat, the more I feel it over here. So I can stay up right here, or I can come all the way down. But the more I rotate this hip, the more this other side over here is screaming at me. Woo! And it is screaming at me right now. Good job. And then release it. And we're just going to do a normal butterfly. Soles of your feet are together. Woo! Just lean forward just till you're feeling these inner thighs. Oh, yes. Goodness. And then release it. Alrighty. Cross the right leg over the left. Or, I'm sorry, I did that backwards. The left leg is crossed over. Doesn't matter which, as long as you can both. Bring your chest to meet your leg. Here again. Because we did lots of side lunges. We did curtsy dips. And release it. And switch. And bring the chest to meet the leg. Good job. And then release it. And then just cross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Bring one arm across. Let's stretch to the shoulder. We did overhead shoulders, upright rows, side shoulders. And switch arms. Whew. Good job. And then release it. Now switch the leg that's on top where your legs are crossed. Sit up nice and tall. And just walk it forward. And then feel those outer thighs. Once again, feel the glutes. And then walk it back in. And give me an overhead tricep. Doesn't matter which arm. We're going to get them both. And switch arms. Get a nice stretch. Good job. And then release it. One arm comes to the mat. Reach over. Get the waist. Get the lats. And release it. Other arm. Bring it over. Try to keep both glutes on the mat. Don't let this one come up, okay? Woo. Good job. Release it. Interlace your arms behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And lift. Feel your chest, shoulders, a little bit in the biceps. Good job. And then release it. Come up onto all fours. And all you're going to do is round your back. Tuck your chin. Get a really good stretch for your back. And then release it. Come up onto your knees. Big inhale through your nose. And a big exhale through your mouth. Turn the toe under on one foot, doesn't matter which. Leg out in front, hand up high. Turn the toe. And just come up to a standing position. March it right. One more big inhale. And an exhale. And you are done. Have an awesome day. Whew. Hopefully I can get back on track. Just been one thing after another. Doing new construction cleanings. Having technical difficulties. I actually have 2 more thumb drives coming today. Because only about 35 will fit on each. Because you figure most of them are an hour long. So, anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Just hello, favorite move. Let's do a chair class. Hey, I've got bands now. Let's do bands or something. Just want to hear from you. I just want to know you're still alive and you're out there. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.